Hey, C-Max here. We're going to do another gun review, this time on the Walther P1. Now, you may recognize this from World War II movies mainly because this was the P1 is the post-war World War II version of the P38, which was the German officer's sidearm during World War II. After the war, they changed the frame to an alloy, made it a little bit lighter, and did some other small improvements, but it's basically the same gun, looks the same, functions, and shoots the same. I bought this for nostalgic reasons. Some things I like about it, some I don't. One thing I do like about it, this one, they stamped a date in it. This one was 7 of 64, if you can see that there. So it makes it pretty easy to identify the age of it. It is a 9mm. This is the hard shell. This is reproduction, carries a magazine. It's a hard shell holster for it. You may recognize that as well on a uniform of a German World War II Wehrmacht officer, SS, all the other bad guys carried. I'm indifferent about this gun. It shoots okay. Compared to a modern firearm, I don't think it shoots all that great. Now, I know there's people out there that just love it, and that's fine. As a machine, it is a fine machine. It's quality made. But I can tell you this, I just can't imagine going into combat with this versus a 1911. You would be really at a disadvantage with this particular firearm. Now, I'm not saying that because of the 9mm versus 45, but actually just the pistol versus the pistol. But it's neat for what it is. Let me go over some facts with it. This replaced the Luger because it was cheaper. They didn't start mass producing this until about 1940, and they started coming out. That's why there were some Lugers, few, but mostly were the P38s that they would find, you know, on officers and such. They did test this gun for the 45 ACP and 38 Super, but elected on the 9mm, which, you know, whenever combat reasons, you want to keep similar calibers because it's easier to stock and ship ammunition and such. And since the submachine guns and all were 9mm, it made more sense to be in that caliber. It's a double action, single action, and she is unloaded. One thing I do not like about it, magazine release is right here. You have to push it back, and then the magazine will come out. It doesn't really drop out. But it's single action, double action, which means that if you pull the trigger, the hammer will come back and fire, or you can cock it. Or when the action cycles, it'll be cocked for the next round. Does not have a decocker, has a safety right here, fixed sights front and rear. This is the slide release, and then the takedown bar for it. Like I said, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I am a student of history, and to me, this thing represents a real bad time in humans' history. So, not one of my favorites. Have it because I have a lot of World War II weapons, all the Mosin line and most of our stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it's a fine machine, but what it represents, I do not like at all. Some specs. Oh, one thing I do like about it, let me show you real quick here with a snap cap. Put a snap cap in here. Now, if you can see that right here, this bar that sticks out, that is your loaded chamber indicator. I've got a little red dot on the very end of it, try to help you see it a little bit better. But hopefully you can see that right there sticking out. That tells you that there's one in the chamber. I do like that on it. Let's see, length of it's 8.6 inches. The barrel's 4.9. It's a 6 groove, 1 in 10 right hand twist barrel. Height is 5.4 inches. Width is 1.16 inches. Now the P38 originally weighed 34 ounces unloaded. This one has an alloy frame, so let's weigh it and see what it comes up to be. Get the snap cap out of it there. All right, we're zeroed, so let's see, is this on the, yeah, this is on the video here. All right. 1 pound, 11 1/4 inches, so 16, 11, that is 27.25. So it is versus 34, according to the report, for the P38 with the steel frame. So it is a lot lighter. They made the P1 from 54, ended in 2000, according to this. The German military adopted the P1 in 1963 as their official sidearm again. Kind of weird, but I guess they'd been using the P38s until then, and the P1 was actually a commercial version. Let's tear it apart. Release the magazine catch here. Take her out. Check the action. Lock it back. All right, that's the only real tricky part. This lever, you'll just slide forward. You'll see the slot all lines up. Now, okay, that's it. What you have to do, when it's locked back, click it down to the safe position, pull the trigger, and slide it right off. Then she comes out of the frame like that, and that's basically it. Okay, so let's put it back together here. Whoop. I'll explain. Okay, make sure that's pressed in. You want it flat. And let's slide it on. Once you see where the grooves are, push that down so it will, see how it's up right now? She will not. There we go. And down. Slide it back, swing it around, and that's it. There you go. P1 Walther, piece of history. Not gonna shoot a milk jug with this. We've done that with several 9mm, so don't forget the safety. Keep your finger off the trigger. Every time you pick it up, check the action. Know where your muzzle's pointed at all times. Muzzle control. It's always loaded. Have fun. Be safe. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.